Right, I'm going to play another game of rapid chess. This will be 10 minutes each. So 1939, good luck. It's just gone green there. We've not played each other before. 670 games of rapid, very good. It's more than I've done. Now, do I want to do this? Takes. No, I'm going to go d4. I tend to vary the openings up a little bit. Right, I'll just cut that bit out. I just had to quickly answer the phone there, so just lost a few seconds, but not to worry. I'll just click my little heater on while I'm at it. Let's just develop. Okay, let's drop back. Okay, it comes forward. I might play bishop here, but in some lines you can run into problems further down the line, but it's probably a good move though. Yeah, I'm going to go here, just trying to get castle for now. You just got to watch out for threats. Might have to trade if you don't particularly want to. Oh, he's played across, okay. Yeah, I'm still going to castle. Get the knight into play. Potential option to trade a knight up and jump across. Okay, the knight's come forward. I think I want to drop back there. I don't want to trade that bishop for the knight. Okay, so we've got natural development moves, just depends what we want to do, but putting the bishop by the knight into charge this diagonal would be sensible at some point, so maybe you move like knight up to release the bishop. Oh, he's played knight forward, okay. So how do I want to do this? Do I want to bring that bishop out? Take. Obviously I can take this way, queen up, then take bishop up. I'm just going to take the knight straight away, I think. See, bishop here does create a bit of a slight threat. But I think I'm fine. I think I can still push up. If the knight comes in across and you're not getting back out. So I think c3 is a perfectly playable move. Obviously my bishop's hanging right now though, so deal with that first. Okay. Now I'm going to just charge that knight. See where you want to go. Then probably knight forward, and if he goes here it gives me the option maybe bishop to d3 immediately. We can deal with this bishop. Okay, the knight's gone back. I think I've got the option just to go here and trade this bishop off. Not really a problem, is it? You're going to go this side, so I'll just go to d3 as planned. So I've pre-moved there to take back if opponent takes. Oh, that's really bold. So I might actually want to go queen side. Okay. Take here, knight down, d5, check. I think my opponent's fine kingside if I don't take, so I'm going to take. No, I think I'm going to come back and just pressure. We'll get d5. It's whether I want to spend a move going this way or whether I go here with a view to c4. He could still go kingside. Could still be perfectly good. I've got c4. Queen up. I guess you're going to have to block. Then c4. There's no immediate threat though here. I don't think you want to do this, so you want to move your king. So I'm going to throw the check in and then just come back, I think. See what my opponent does. Yeah, king's come forward. So I could play a really early f3 here. Threaten to take. I think I'm going to do that. My queen can't come back in one move now, of course, but we're threatening to break this pawn structure up. If you take, I think I can just go with the rook. Okay, it does. So I'm leaving the knight here to try and push in the middle, but I'm just going to play rook across. Obviously, there is an immediate threat on the board, so we might end up trading the rooks off here, but I could go with the queen to stop this rook across. That makes sense to me. I'm actually looking just to push here, or maybe c4, but I think the backward pawn makes more sense to go forward. So that's my intended move, but let's just stop and think when it's our turn. c4 could be a perfectly good move as well, but then I'm leaving the e3 pawn backward. But that could still be a perfectly good move. Actually, it looks like it, doesn't it? 'Cause if you don't take, I'm threatening to capture. I guess you can go pawn up. So no, maybe it is best this one. You could still do that, but I'm dealing with my backward pawn. Yeah, I'm going to stick to my first choice. If takes, I'm probably going with the knight, but if I move the queen, it allows rook across, but it could be, again, pros and cons either way. Could be perfectly good. Okay, has indeed pushed forward. So now we've got a choice if we want to push on. Then we can play a move like c4. We could just play c4 immediately now and piling on the pawn. No, it might release the queen though. I like the look of c4, but it might release the queen. I'm kind of spending a tempo going here. Now I can play across with a view to come over the board, but it might just release the rook. But I do like the look of this move. So across, if you take, I can still go with the knight. If rook across, we can trade. Then queen up. I'm going to trust my instincts and go across. The idea is just to jump across and target the pawns. If takes, I'm going with the knight. But it does give up some control of the f-file, so rook across is going to be an option now. Yeah, b4 just felt a little bit bold there, just allowing the queen some very active squares. And if I push the pawn forward, once I've gone forward, of course, there's no reverse gear, I can't come back. Okay, the king's run straight away. So queen up, check. Say you go across. So if I take now, you're going to go here. Is c4 more of a threat now then? If queen comes down, maybe just knight across at some point, or maybe just take. Here you're going to take with this one. Knight across, sorry. Threatening rook over. Feels a little bit slow, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and plant the knight and bring the rook across. So I've still got a threat, or a partial threat on the board. So knight across with a view to going here. Queen down, I can throw in a check and then rook across, I think. Or I could even just take and drag the pawn across. Okay, has played across, so I assume I want to stick to my plan and go over. So I'm going to do that. Still eyeing up a check. Maybe this way to pressure this pawn and this pawn. Or maybe we just chuck a pawn down the board, given where the king is. And of course, equally, I need to think about my own king's position as well. But we've maybe got time to play a4. Looks very logical. Oh, he's gone for the sack. Well, I think I can just check, trade and grab the rook. So I think he's blundered. If I take, I'll lose this. So I have to check. Just trade the queen and collect the rook. He's gambled. Maybe gambled more than blundered. I assume he'll block with a queen or he just loses it. So obviously, but I mustn't pre-move anything. Okay, so now we can pre-move taking the rook. So we've got 6 pawns each and we've got a rook versus knight. We're threatening a check to win another pawn. If we can just collect 1 or 2 pawns, we can then sack the rook for the knight and it should be a clean win. And there's going to be one of them. Now I could take this first. I think that makes sense actually, and then throw the check in. Now I'm going to collect at least 1 pawn. And now I can isolate this one. And rook across, not quite. I think I check and collect a pawn first. I've just got to be careful about allowing this to promote. But I think I'm in time, but I might be proven wrong. If I stop this pawn, I win the game. It should be that easy. And I should be able to simply take now. Take up, and that just wins the game very easily, or it should do. You know, you can't stop all these pawns. As well as this. Okay, that's a very good win. Excellent.